Hello and welcome to This Week in My Sketchbook. So this week, what I've been working on is not a lot. I have been very unproductive, not very prolific in creating work this week. It's been kind of a slow week. You have those weeks where you're just not doing the things that you should be doing, or there's things that are pulling you away from your goal for the week, and voila, you only get like 10% of what you wanted to do done for the week. So this week, I only did 2 drawings. Actually, I did 3 pages. I did 3 pages of drawing. One drawing that I worked on was this Mew character from Pokemon. Obviously, if you don't know Pokemon by now, I don't know where have you been, where you've been these years, because they're everywhere. I mean, there's thousands of cards. There's thousands and thousands of, I think there's like 1,500 Pokemon now. I don't know. Anyways, I drew Mew, and I did this during a TikTok live stream. And what I was doing as I was talking, or as I was drawing, is I was breaking down the shapes that I saw regarding Mew. And you can kind of see my thought process on drawing Mew is right here. I drew a small little Mew character, and I kind of broke down the Mew character into a bunch of ellipses, circles, and cylinders, and triangular-like shapes. And if you look very closely on the larger version, you can kind of see some of those shapes being translated in a larger scale. You can see a little bit of the triangle shapes here. You can see the oval or circular form here, and you can see a little bit of the cylinder that I was trying to express. I changed up the cylinders on the arm because to my surprise, not my surprise, but like as I was drawing the character, I started to realized that a cylinder for the arms, even though I had cylinders for the arms, wasn't the correct shape. I was seeing more of a curvilinear line being established around this area, which is why you see some fragments of gestural lines being formed. If you also look right here, this little guy right here, that was my original cylinder form for the arms, and then I decided to change it and move it up closer to the head area. Then, as you can see, I did a quick little shape by shape description of what I was thinking with regards to how Mew's body looked. I broke it down into a cone, a cylinder, and a sphere or a circular shape. And then I talked about some of the rhythms I saw in Mew's leg. So I saw some rhythms that are happening right here, where you have this curving form here and another curving form, which I kind of tried to show to the viewers as I was drawing the character. The same goes for the leg right here. There's a curving form here and another curving form. And then the last thing I was trying to describe to my viewers during my live stream was the S form that was happening in the tail. And that's why you see this S right here or an S right here. It's because I was trying to break down the shapes for the viewer so that they could understand how to draw Mew if they decided to draw along with me. And so that's what I did one day. And then another day, I did a Reilly head construction drawing. Typically what happens is, before I do any type of drawing, I do like some sort of warm-up. So that's why you always see these circles and some gridded planes. People call them like lemon wedges or lemon slices or something like that. I don't know. I see it, but I don't see it. And so I did a page of warm-ups, maybe some quick little shapes, and then I did a Reilly head study. Now, this is not the first time I've done this. This is actually the I think like the second time at least that I've done this particular Reilly head. I've done it twice. This would be the second time. The first time is not as good as this one. This one's a lot better. I think the rhythms are a little bit more precise. I think I got the scale and proportion better than the previous one. I use the exact same video every time when I do this particular Reilly head construction drawing. There's a YouTube video that I found that I was using as a step-by-step. So I would watch the video and it'd take me about an hour to do, because the step-by-step of this video takes about an hour to watch. And so I would draw along this other artist, and I use it because I want to understand the structure of the face, and I want to understand the rhythms of the face. And also, it's not bad to remind yourself of how measuring proportions in the face. Now, this is like, obviously, no one has a face like this, right? You use this as a tool to get the rhythms of the portrait that you're drawing. You use it as a tool to kind of create the structure, like it's a scaffold. You're like building a house, right? So when you make a face, when you draw a face, you want to have, you know, what's it called? It's not. I'm lost. Like, I'm lost on structure and scaffolding, but I'm pretty sure the frame. You want to build the frame of the house, scaffolding, structure. They're all one and the same to me. So by doing this, by studying this, I become better at creating the frame of the portrait. By framing the portrait, I have something to basically overlay the portrait that I'm drawing. And you use this as a guide. It's not an end-all way to kind of create a portrait. If you drew everything like this, it'd be pretty hard to draw a portrait of a person if you're using this and you're sticking to it to a T. But it's good to have as a understructure, a frame, a scaffolding of sorts, for when you do a portrait, you got something to work with. And that's really all I drew this week, because I didn't do much. I did this guy and I did this. I'm actually quite embarrassed about it. I'm not really too happy about it. It just, the week went by so quick, and I had so many things just pulling my attention from everything. And I don't know, maybe I just wanted to sleep. That's what the long and short of it. I just wanted to get some rest. I don't know. But that's what I worked this week. I drew Mew, and I drew the Reilly head. I think it was fairly productive. It could be a little bit more. I'd like to be at least double or triple this amount of work, but you know how life is. You know, it just kind of escapes you. Anyways, that is it for what I drew this week, what is in my sketchbook. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you got some value from it, and maybe some motivation to start drawing and improving your drawing skills. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, please.